For this project, I chose to talk about the physics of water guns. This is because water guns interest me and I just got out of Water Wars. Water guns can be fun to play with, whether it be on a hot summer day or after a long day of school. Although playing with them is a very simple-minded task, the way they operate is a more intricate process. The physics behind the operation of a water gun are what allow it to work and make it possible for you to soak your friends unexpectedly. Pressure is one physics topic that relates to water guns. Without pressure, water guns would not fire. Different types of water guns use pressure in different ways. One type of water gun is called a pump-action water gun. This type of water gun fires water each time that you push the pump back and forth. When the pump is pushed back and forth, it causes air to come into the tank, which forces water out of the gun. The water gun pictured, a Super Soaker Floodinator by Nerf, is one example of a pump-action water gun. For water guns, pressure is force per unit area and is commonly measured in psi, or pounds per square inch. Pictured here is the hole on the top of the water gun to allow some air to escape, otherwise the air would not flow. Pump-action water guns like this almost always only have one mode to shoot. On the other hand, there's another type of water gun referred to as a water cannon. Water cannons are operated with triggers because when you pump it, it builds up pressure but does not shoot automatically. You can pump multiple times to build up more pressure to produce a further and harder shot. Water guns like these have gauges that display absolute pressure, which is gauge pressure added to atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is a constant, 14.7 pounds per square inch. Gauge pressure is what is produced by pumping the water gun multiple times. This constant of atmospheric pressure exists at exactly 1 atm. Similarly, these guns also include a hole at the top to allow air to flow through. Lastly, water cannons typically have more than one mode to shoot out of. Now on to our next topic, hydraulics and pistons in water guns. Hydraulics are a very important topic for piston water guns. When the person operating the water gun exerts a force to a piston, it physically moves the water through the nozzle and creates a stream of water coming out of the gun. The hydraulic pressure is measured in force over area. This diagram helps to show the piston's movement in a water gun before and after it fires. Guns like the one pictured here have multiple pistons that the hydraulic fluid, water, is carried through in order to have it further and harder shot. Finally, on to our third and final physics topic that relates to water guns, springs and the use of Hooke's law in the firing of a water gun. Hooke's law states that when a spring is stretched, the increased length is called its tension, and the extension of an elastic object is directly proportional to the force applied to it. F, measured in newtons, is negative k times x. In this case, Hooke's law will help us to determine the force exerted by a spring in the manner that the water is shot out of the gun. Springs are only relevant to guns with triggers because the trigger pushes the spring. The force of the user on the trigger and the amount that the spring is compressed will help to calculate how far the water will shoot. Before this project, I never completely understood how water guns worked and did not know how pressure, springs, and hydraulics factored into the operation of a water gun. Now while using water guns, I can furthermore understand how physics plays a role in them. And now, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you for watching this video.